Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wait, no, that's not the right term. Welcome to Game Informer Live. I am Alex Stadnik, and today is a fantastic day because we are playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I cannot think of a better person to play Pokemon Legends Arceus with than the one and only King of Late Night, John Carson, in the building. Hello, sir.
Hello. I'm so excited to see what this game looks like a little bit further in. I was playing for a couple hours last night. Super impressed with it so far.
Good.
Yeah, and I mean we'll talk about it as the stream goes on, but uh, yeah, it's kind of awe-inspiring even from the start. So
Yeah, we can get into it. Let me hit me with a couple of your thoughts while I kind of get things ready in the back end, John, like of your experience with it so far.
yeah, so like the very first thing they have you do is instead of like choosing your starters right away, they introduce you to catching Pokemon by catching the starters,
Yeah.
which I think is a really smart tutorial system. But I also didn't uh, really realize what the button layout was for like catching and like throwing and all of that. And it's very, very easy to use. Like I didn't realize it was just hold ZR and then let go of ZR. Like it's just like aim and shoot.
Yep.
Um, very, very simple, as Alex is showing right now.
Go catch a
Um,
Bidoof here.
and just the seamlessness of going like wandering around the world and then catching Pokemon or battling them. Like it's the same action, you're just throwing a different thing
Mm-hmm.
at those Pokemon. I think it's very smart. Um,
Definitely.
and I can't see Pokemon going back from this.
For real.
Like after playing it for like 2 to 3 hours, like it's like I just want them to keep doing this whole open world thing. If this is just like the test bed for getting that technology up and running, or trying out some systems and then blowing it out for like a Generation 9,
Oh,
I am gonna be super happy if that's
you
if that's
imagine?
the route that they want to take.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That idea very much is exciting to me. A couple of things here. Let's see. So, Amado 90 says, "Oh, Elden Ring. Elden Ring is coming, my friend. Don't you worry. We are gonna. So, how the day is gonna be structured? We have a lot of streaming to do this
Oh
day
yeah.
because we're gonna stream. John and I are gonna stream for about 2 hours. Go off the game, and then we are going to go away, and then Tack is gonna come on literally right after we go dark to talk all things Elden Ring. We're gonna do an Elden Ring AMA for the cover story, which is very, very exciting. So,
It is.
um,
He's played 10 hours of it.
yeah,
He won't shut up about it. It's
we've
been
literally asked him to.
all he doesn't even give us any information. He just says Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring.
He's truly broken.
He is turned into a Pokemon,
Yeah.
and his name is Elden Ring.
Yeah. So be sure to stay tuned for that, which is going to be exciting, and we'll remind you as the show goes on here. But
Yeah.
so as you can see, hold on, John, I gotta show off my man's drip here because
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
my guy is
Look at
swagging
that.
out. Look at him.
I like that hair. I
Yeah.
like those glasses.
Yeah, I had to color coordinate a little bit with the pants too. You know, I get the red little swaggy
Oh yeah.
sandals. Like, this man's feeling it. He's the king of Hisui already. So, and just to give some context here, as viewers keep filing in, welcome. We hope you're having a great day. I have played about 20 hours of this game. I have not beaten it
Jeez.
yet. Yeah, that's all I did last weekend.
I was so surprised how quick Shay went through it.
Mm-hmm.
He must have just been burning the midnight oil for
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 real.
a few days.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it did help that he really liked the game too. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
the point of this though is, so I'm pretty far in the story, and I want to keep y'all fresh as much as we can in the story. So I kind of gonna bop around the different biomes that I have unlocked, and I'll just I can explore, I can do some side quests if y'all want, I can do a main mission if y'all want, but I would rather keep that for you to discover. So you'll have to let me know what you want, chat, and I can bring that up later. But for now, this is the first biome. I think it's the Obsidian Flatlands. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And so this is kind of the map that we're looking at right here for that.
It's pretty big. I haven't really been able to take a lap around the region or at all, but I've kind of been staying on that coast where you're at,
Mm-hmm.
or like that little area there, and it's pretty big, and there's a bunch of different Pokemon to find there, which from what I think I've heard, like Pokemon spawns change with the weather that's occurring in the region.
The weather and then the day and night cycle also
Oh wow.
affects
Okay.
it because um, if I were here at night, this would be filled with drift bloom right now. Which I
Oh,
am a
cool.
small child. I'm happy drift bloom is not close to me
No,
right
they
now.
they will take you and they will murder you,
Yeah.
or at
um,
least neglect you. One of the two.
either or,
It's
either or.
I don't know what they do once they're gone.
Yeah. Let's see. Pandas in the chat says, "Do the balls always catch so well? It seems like you're catching all of them." So Pandas, I am in the starter area and I have great balls. So basically, most of the stuff here is going to be pretty easily caught until I start to get into. See, and you can see on the left side there, I literally only got 1 XP, 2 XP, and 5 XP for those catches. So, my squad is not exactly going to be like raking in the XP for that. So,
Yeah,
but so the further I go into the map here, the more dangerous the enemies are going to, or the Pokemon are going to be.
sure.
So, and that part of that's because you don't get the ability to traverse water until later in the game, which I have now. So it's like
Oh, cool.
these areas here are going to have higher level Pokemon because that's kind of um, around the same area
It,
I'm
it
at.
it makes sense. You're going further away from the town. You're traveling further. There's gonna be more dangers
Yeah,
the further out that you go.
yeah, cool. And
Um,
also, I think Pandas put a nice little poll, or you did. Someone put a poll in chat.
uh, I did not.
Okay,
So it was
probably
probably
that's
pandas. Pandas. Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you for putting up that poll.
Yeah, so let me know what you want to see. It looks like showing off the biomes is the number one choice.
Oh, so you got a weird deer here.
Yeah.
Weird deer here.
Weird deer.
Do you have to? I guess that might be spoilery. I don't know, but do you have to catch that weird deer to use it?
No.
Or is it a story related thing? And
So
like, is it in your arsenal for Pokemon for the attacking purposes?
good questions all around. So without getting too spoilery, it is a story mission that you get the weird deer and some of the other
Okay.
Pokemon that assist you on the way. You cannot use this specific
ride
weird
Pokemon.
deer in combat.
Okay.
I don't know. This is maybe a blind spot or this is a blind spot for me when I'm about to say next. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. There are, I think Stantler is the
Yes.
the other form of weird deer, right? The beginning form or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are in this game, and there are interesting ways that they do evolutions in this game now, as
Okay.
well. So I wonder if that's the case there. But right now I'm gonna use my Chimchar to just absolutely wipe the floor with this one.
I love getting into battles in this game.
It's so easy, so
So
quick.
good.
Yeah.
And then just like being able to run around as the trainer and just like get different angles.
Yeah. Right.
I try to like walk in the middle of it and just be like, chill guys, we don't need to do it like this while I'm
Yeah.
still like sending attacks.
Yeah. And then you're just trying
Just
to
like
lull
instigate.
Yeah. Right. You're lulling the
I'm
other
sneaky
Pokemon
like
to
that.
sleep. Yeah.
I don't play fair.
No. That's okay. I'm gonna quick. I didn't realize I was so full on.
Oh, okay. So you do have an inventory limit.
Correct.
That's something I haven't come up against yet.
You will very quickly, methinks.
Yeah, I've been kind of collecting things. So there's like trees, there's like crystals in the ground, there's plants. Like you are gathering stuff as you're wandering around the world. You're using Pokemon, you're throwing out Pokemon to collect that stuff as well to like attack a tree, attack a crystal formation,
Yep.
to get their goods from it. That also is a way to level up your Pokemon, which I
Love
found
that.
was a neat little trick. It's kind of like if you're playing an MMO and you have a crafting or a gathering skill, and you go to like pick up a plant somewhere, and it gives you experience for it. It's kind of doing that same thing,
Right. Well,
Um,
and I think too, this isn't exactly don't come into this thinking you're getting Witcher like levels of open world interaction, right? But I do think it is really nice having the trees and the mineral deposits, right, to be able to kind of like if there's not like I see a bunch of shinks right now around, right, and they're attacking me.
What's that flame?
Yeah.
What's going on up
That's a little side quest that
there? Oh,
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have the right Pokemon.
do you have the
for it.
ups? Do you got the legs for it?
So I do. I really love this game. Genuinely, there definitely are some issues. One of them being the
World traversal.
the world traversal is
Eh.
can be frustrating sometimes.
Like when you're playing it, it does kind of feel a bit like Breath of the Wild.
A little bit, but I think we're
but
like dollar store Breath of the Wild. in that
Yeah,
way.
we have Breath of the Wild at home, but also it happens to be Pokemon, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like you go to like climb something and you don't.
Yeah.
You don't at all.
Yeah, and it's even worse when you're on foot. Like my guy here, and it's my fault because I put the guy in sandals, but he's struggling
Sure.
to get up even just like a level 2 incline.
I mean, he's wearing
here.
sandals,
Yeah.
man. He might as well be wearing stilettos.
Yeah. Might as well be.
So, I mean, there are Pokemon that are helping out with traversal. Are there? Do you think there's any Pokemon? I really don't know. I've seen leaks like crazy in the last couple of weeks that seem to have all played out. But I don't recall ever hearing or seeing if there's anything that helped you climb.
There.
Like I know there is a rock climb HM in previous Pokemon games. So
I have not experienced that yet.
Yeah.
But I do know there is a flying Pokemon that I think can help.
Yeah.
With some of
There
that.
is Braviary.
Yeah.
Hisui and Braviary.
Yeah.
Which they've been showing in trailers since the very first one.
Yeah.
The very first one where they showed Hisui.
Yeah. Let's see. Big Boss says, "Sup, Alex and John. How's the gameplay been so far? Moment to moment stuff is amazing. I'm gonna give y'all a little peek of a alpha Pokemon here right now.
Yes,
So,
yes, please.
See the big boy? You see thickness over there? My guy,
Hey,
my
you want some
spirit
big man
animal?
swag?
Some big man swag. The king of it right there. That's the
There it is.
inspiration for it.
The original.
He is hard, and I haven't been able to catch him yet, so I'm hoping to do
he
that
looks
on
pretty
stream.
soft.
Yeah, he is soft.
It looks
but-
very comfortable.
Yeah. Let's see.
I almost ran into an alpha Rapidash last night. I just
Oh.
kind of like saw its red eyes peeking over a hill. I'm like, I have like level 4 Pokemon. This is not going to go well.
Yeah.
Going the other way.
So I'm currently trying to line up a back strike on him. He's got a big backside, but no, dang it. He's got a lot of backside, but he turns around pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But what a back strike
hungry.
does is kind of like a critical hit, where if you're throwing a Pokeball to catch something, it gives you a better chance to catch it. Or if you're trying to attack him, like I am currently doing, it gives you the first hit, the upper hand.
Very cool.
That.
Yeah, he's hungry.
He
I can
is.
see it in his eyes. Starving.
Terrifying eyes. Be like,
Starving like.
even now, it's like, come on, eat the thing. Oh, and it's gone now. Dang it.
Oh no.
Let me try a different angle of approach here.
You tried giving him a hug.
Right? He doesn't want it. Those red eyes. There we go.
Is he really into Bitcoin? Is that what's going on there?
That's why he's so angry.
That's why his eyes are red.
Me.
Super into crypto.
Oh, okay.
Go, go,
Oh,
go.
and then he turns around.
Oh no.
Brutal. Okay, well I didn't get
All
the
right,
back
well,
strike.
close
But
enough.
yeah.
Hey, how does he have a red glow in his eyes if his eyes are closed? What's going on here?
That's what I'm wondering. So I still get the first strike, but like it's more helpful to get the back strike whenever you can.
Yeah. Zang Master asks if people eat Pokemon, which unfortunately the answer to that is yes.
It's got to be yes, right?
On occasion, yeah. I mean, there's whole plot lines in Pokemon games about people taking Slowpoke's tails because it's a delicacy.
Oh. I hate that.
Yeah, but also there's no other animals ever, so
Yeah.
unless they're all vegetarian,
Yeah. Very true.
then they are probably eating Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's just the way of the world. But also they do establish that like this takes place in the past in the Sinnoh region that's currently or in Legends Arceus it's called the Hisui region.
Yep.
Later we know it as the Sinnoh region from Diamond and Pearl. But everyone is terrified of Pokemon. They think Pokemon are like evil and hurtful and
there's
I haven't
some
seen
new-
it with the fire effects.
Yeah, the new Typhlosion.
Ooh, okay.
You into
I
that?
feel like Typhlosion looks awful without its fire effects, like
Yeah,
no
right?
matter what.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Let's see. I was seeing what chat was saying.
Yeah.
Let's see. Why is the HUD so similar to Breath of the Wild? Maddie P asks. I mean, I think a lot of HUDs these days are trying. Like Ghost of Tsushima was very minimalist as well too. I think more HUDs are trying to get more or less in your face to an extent.
And I think for these games that are their first in their genre to be, or not genre, but first in their series to be like open world, they want you to see the world more and see less of your HUD. And really, you don't need your HUD that much when you're just wandering the world. Like all you need is like what item or Pokeball do I have in my hand, and that's it. And what are my controls?
Yeah,
and that's it.
And I love that. So this is where things get hard. Is once you start to miss your catches.
Yeah. Against alphas or against anyone?
Any Pokemon in general. If you start to throw Pokeballs a lot and it's not working, they start to become enraged, which raises their offense and defense. Oh, let's go! I got him.
Yeah.
I hadn't done that yet.
Good job.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect. There
Got
it
the
is.
big boy himself.
Show off the Pokedex a little bit. And
Okay.
what we're doing with that since just caught his first Snorlax.
First Snorlax, baby. That's the only one I've seen too so far. So, let's see. Okay, I'm just picking this up. Yeah, pandas.
Yeah.
This is the starting area. Even though I'm
Correct.
starting to venture into some of the more challenging stuff here,
Yeah.
So
Alex is 20 hours into this game, so he has like the final evolution of the starter. I saw Garchomp in your party and Ursaring.
Mm-hmm.
So he has some more advanced Pokemon. We're just showing off some of the early stuff now, kind of ease us in.
Yeah. So here I have. So the Pokedex is not a machine this time, obviously.
You're jotting things down.
Yeah. Zoe Burke, welcome to the stream. I don't know how many Pokemon are in the game. They kind of wanted us to avoid that for spoilers.
What number do you have? You have seen 118,
and I've caught 98. So and like I said, I'm about 20 hours in. And I've done a pretty good job catching. It's definitely more minimal than like Gen 8, right? But I haven't. There haven't been too many times that I've been like, oh, this like I feel like I'm seeing too many of the similar things.
I do have a list on the site of every Pokemon that's been shown in official art, trailers, or screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna link that in chat. That might give you a gist of what's in there. It's not everything. I haven't put in any of the unrevealed Pokemon
Hmm.
at all.
I did show off one of them already. So, Chad, if you want me to avoid that moving forward, I can. I can't
I
not
think
show
that
some of
one
them, but
they hinted towards that one pretty heavily
yeah.
in the last trailer.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. And it looks like chat is wanting me to stay away from main missions, so I can totally do that.
cool.
Trust me, I'm gonna be able to
Great.
find 2 hours worth
There's
of stuff to do in
there's
this.
plenty.
Yeah. So,
Have you found things wandering around the world that you're like, oh, I don't think I would have found that, like just doing the main mission? Are there
definitely,
interesting secrets where you're like, oh, I'm really glad that I started wandering
definitely, and I
and looking
think
around?
that's become easier. Um, Now that I have what I can't remember what the riding Pokemon is called.
Weird.
Uh, Not weirder, but the
Oh,
best.
Basca Legion.
Yeah, Basket Legion. Thank you. Now that I can fully explore these maps, I've started to like. I didn't see that Snorlax until I was, a good 20 hours in. So it's like it's been a minute. Do y'all want to see? Evolutions are different in this game too now.
Yeah.
Which I actually can show off right now if we
Oh,
want.
you don't have a Garchomp. It's a Gabite.
Gabite, yeah. So Chimchar can evolve if you guys want to see it. Obviously, the form is the same, right?
Yeah.
But I think the new animation is freaking fire. I think it looks so good.
I want to see it.
Okay, all right, we're gonna show it off. Unless hold on, chat, we'll give you a minute to respond here. But if y'all want to, okay, Zoe wants to see
Zoe
it.
wants to see it.
John wants to see
Pandas.
it.
I don't think we can answer that. And
No, we cannot answer that.
No.
I think they've been more liberal with their restrictions, but I don't know that one, so we're just gonna leave that as that. So we're also gonna call out that EAW0913 just
Hey.
subscribe with Prime. Thank you
you.
so much. How would you pronounce it? I don't
EA
know.
wins.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As a reminder to anybody who subs with Prime or gets a gift sub or just subs, with their own hard-earned money, we do have a Discord server with all of you lovely people. That we can talk about games, we can talk about movies, anime, food. We don't
Yeah.
care. We just want to talk with you. We want to hang out in that Discord.
Yeah.
A bunch of fun people in there. We want more.
Yeah. It's a
Come
lot of
check
fun.
it out. I think if I do a little. Pandas is on top of it, like a great mod is.
Yeah. God, the new animation's so dope.
Oh wow! Oh yeah!
Look at that. Now I got him on Inferno, baby. Let's go.
All right. One step closer. Funkmeister says the world looks pretty empty. Once you're actually like, when you're playing it, it doesn't. Trust me.
There's a nice cadence to it. I mean, there is still, let's call a spade a spade. Like there is emptiness.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I guess
there it is.
if you're a Pokemon, yeah, it is bad. If you're a Pokemon fan like I am, and you've been kind of lamenting the fact that a lot of this, a lot of the stuff we've seen isn't very new. I think this is what's exciting about this is like I feel like how I felt playing new Pokemon Snap last year, where it's very much I was excited to see what's around the corner. So maybe even in this moment, right? Like we don't see any Gyarados or anything, but like I'm looking to these new islands. I'm seeing I'm seeing that there's creatures over here. I'm seeing that there's freeze and mineral deposits that I can go to. Oh, there's an Apom.
Ooh, get it.
So it's like empty. I don't think is fully accurate, even though it is not as full as some of the other open world games out there.
Right, like you're not. You're also just not in the middle of the city. You were out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
I mean that's by design. That's why they went back in time so they could explain why you just have like big open fields and nature to wander through.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pandas, I'm telling if you have the money for a Switch, go and get, like, I get it. I think at this point
And
there's just
if you
too
can
many
get one of the
games to
OLED
ignore.
ones,
Even better.
get one of the OLED ones.
Yeah.
I've only played this handheld so far, and it looks really good.
Oh, I love, because you have an OLED, right?
I have an OLED. Yeah.
I was because for the review I had to do all the capture, right, so I couldn't play it handheld.
Yeah.
So I was very happy when I finally got all my footage.
What's going? What? Hey.
I
What's going?
so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
I
if we
mean,
should go in there or not because story.
that depends on chat, I guess.
Chat, if you don't mind getting a little story spoilers for the first part of the game, I can go in there, or I can describe it, or I can not describe it and go in there and and just mess
I
around.
think that might. I mean, that might be the ideal thing.
Yeah.
Got some gastrodons down there.
Yeah.
You missed. What a
big miss.
big whiff there.
Boop.
Call
There we
yourself
go.
a Pokemon master. You call yourself the king of Hisui.
Only in looks, my friend, and as society tells us, that's the only thing that matters.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, let's do Dragon Claw here. Oh, okay. See, he's 35, so he's a little stronger here.
Oh yeah, it's a beefy gastrodon.
Yeah.
Do Pokemon scale in the wild for you,
So
or is it
Pokemon do not necessarily scale.
okay? Okay, cool.
Oren. There are it's kind of walled gardens similar to, or levels similar to the wild area in like Sword and Shield, right? Like, you get to a certain area, you're gonna find stronger Pokies. Like when I started this, we were in the beginning section, so those Pokemon were only like level 2 and 3. But because I went to an area that I couldn't get to before until I had the water Pokemon,
The Basculegion.
the Basculegion. Thank you. Now he's level 34.
Zoe points out you can move during battle. It's one of my favorite things about this game. Also, you could get like really close to the Pokemon. I think the models look great.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you will about the world and the foliage and the ground textures all you want.
Yeah.
Like the Pokemon are what matter. And they look awesome.
Yeah. Correct. I agree. Okay.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. So you're seeing. Ooh, I leveled up a decent amount there. I guess we didn't get into the Pokedex a ton. Before I started moving.
It is a pretty central. It's central to your development and your progress in the game. As far as I could tell, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean it is. So I kind of elaborate on the podcast about this, but I feel like the two central conceits of Pokemon in today's day and age it really stems from the theme song of the anime, right? And that's
Yeah.
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was,
Yeah.
and also gotta catch them all, right? And I feel like
Right.
the mainline games are more gotta be the very best because you're training, you're leveling your group to get to the Elite Four and become the region's best Pokemon trainer, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this is, I feel like, more focused on the gotta catch them all aspect, where I've been struggling to kind of put my thoughts together on this, but like
I was thinking the exact same thing last night.
Yeah.
And it's the way that the game presents itself and its philosophy behind exploration and research and like hammering home that you are helping with research. You are taking notes on all of these Pokemon.
Yeah.
You are you have to collect a bunch. A lot of your side quests are showing Pokemon to people that may have different aspects about them or things that they can learn about Pokemon because they are a new phenomenon here. Is that a big?
Did you see that? Yeah.
It's just way out in the distance.
Yeah, that's an alpha Infernape. I literally haven't seen that until now.
Well, I think we should probably.
I gotta try.
investigate.
I gotta try. Because I think I'm properly leveled for this, and I didn't know that there was Chimchar on this island. Like, oh, that's so cool.
And this is what we mean about like the world has plenty in it.
Yeah.
because you are finding these little nooks and crannies where Pokemon live, or different times of day or weather conditions where Pokemon might appear. And those are concerns that I had playing last night, but talking with you about it in the last few minutes, and seeing a little bit further, even into the starting area, you're seeing awesome
Yeah.
like fully evolved starter Pokemon out in the wild that you can trick with fruit and then beat them up and then catch them for research.
Yeah. Oh, he turned around too fast. See, when they start to get higher level, it's harder to get. Oh, so he's
It's like,
65. Like he is not here to
you might
play
wanna,
here.
you might want to
So
close that wall, right?
we're gonna see how this goes. I may have to abandon ship.
You're 52,
Yeah.
and you are water ice.
Yeah. See, but Walren's water ice, so he may have me on that. But so. How do I want to play this? So as you can see, so this is a good example, right? Look up to the top right. You see my Walren has one move, right? But then Infernape has 2 in a row. And I can change that by using my different masteries. So there's Agile Style and there's Strong Style. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but Strong Style is you do more damage, right, with an attack, but then it's kind of like using Hyper Beam in another game, right? Where it's like you use that attack and super powerful, but you have to kind of like calm down after that. Whereas Agile Style isn't as effective, right? I lose 20 power on this attack, but I get potentially extra moves as it goes on, because if I use normal right here, right, he has 2 in a row until I get to him. But then I break it up a little bit if I use Agile Style here, but then I'm not going to affect him as much as I want to. Real head scratcher here, John.
Yeah, I think you probably want to not give Infernape more chances.
That's what I'm thinking.
I would almost go normal.
I went Agile.
Okay. Yeah, let's show it off.
Yeah.
By the way that you've composed this shot looks incredible.
Yeah.
With the Walrein behind the tree, in the grass, and the Infernape, they're both massive.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Hello, Holly. How are you doing today?
Holly.
Good to see you. Grindlethorpe. Have you guys heard of this new game, Eldan Ring?
Eldan Ring.
That's what we're gonna call Dan Tack from now on.
Let's go.
And you'll hear more about it at 2 o'clock Central when Dan Tack takes over this stream. Makes it his mission to talk to you about his time with Elden Ring.
Sweet. There we go.
Goes to
Let's
Mitch Hedberg. You were hilarious, Rip. Hoping to grab this one after work, and you should. You absolutely should. Ursa Ring is down,
but not out.
I mean,
well,
it seems
out,
like it's out.
But I'm not.
He is very out. Going fire versus fire. You have it down. Are you gonna try to catch it?
I'm gonna try to catch this one.
All right, man.
If I can get an alpha Infernape right now, see you bye, rest of the region. Like, good lord. I let in ball here.
That's pretty sick.
We'll see though. I am very underleveled for this. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. I wish I had someone to do. It just killed itself. Damn it.
All right. Well, you're getting some good experience from it.
I mean,
you learned that you can survive.
Yeah, and I learned where the location of this one is, which is key, because so when you come back to when you are the alpha Pokemon, once you find them, stay in that area. So when you catch it, obviously, like, it goes away for a little bit, but then you can come back and try to catch them even more to work on like your Pokedex. So I'll mark that. Actually, I'm gonna do. So I mean, not a revolutionary thing, right? But it's great. You have different markers you can use on the maps.
Oh, good. I was wondering what you were using.
Yeah.
So
like, because the pin. So I pinned alpha symbol, the alpha stamp there, right? But then I can use like the pin marker, and that'll actually show up in like the compared to the other one that did not.
Got it.
Yeah,
that makes sense. They're experimenting a lot in this game. In terms of how you catch and battle with Pokemon, using things like the agile and strong style moves which when that was first announced, um, there doesn't seem to be any competitive element to this game. So I thought that would change like competitive a lot. But since you don't have the typical multiplayer battles in this, this game really feels like a petri dish for all future ideas of Pokemon. One thing that I noticed really early on is you don't have like a move tutor anymore, and you don't have to have your Pokemon necessarily forget moves, but they learn moves, and you have a pool of them to switch out, which is I think a huge change.
I love that.
To the structure of how you raise your Pokemon and what you have available to you at any given time. So you can you could be like, like my Monferno is going to be going up against something like a rock Pokemon. I need a fighting type move in there. So I'm going to switch out Tackle for Mach Punch.
Yeah. As I did here.
But also didn't forget Tackle. It still knows it in some way, but it's not part of its active move set. I think that's incredible. It's a great change.
Yeah, it makes me really happy.
Yeah,
and also too, like, you know, I've heard a lot of people talking about like the utility of it switching just like for tougher battles, right? But also I like it too if you're like, okay, I'm just going to go. I'm not really gonna battle anything as much as I can here. I'm not looking to level up. I'm looking to catch a bunch of things, right? So it's like, okay, maybe I don't need Mach Punch right now. I can use Tackle because I know I can balance that out with some of my stronger moves, and then I can use Tackle at the end to really dwindle down the health, right? I think there's some really neat combinations you do there. So
there's also research tasks that you need to see Pokemon doing certain moves.
Yeah.
So if you had like brought out one of those moves or like taken one of those out, but you have a research task for Shinx to use Bite or Quick Attack, you need to put that back in at some point to make sure that you're filling these out. Your Pokedex isn't actually filled out for a Pokemon until you've completed, is it just specific entries in the Pokedex here?
Yeah. So
okay. Or
it's not technically complete until you complete the tasks. I don't know what you get for actually completing one. I haven't done it yet. So I will get back to you when I do figure that out. So
I mean, some of it takes a while. It's like catch 25 of these.
Oh yeah, well, and that was kind of scary to me a little bit towards the beginning. Quickly before I go into that, Valentine Parkour asks, what time is Elden Ring? Elden Ring is 2 p.m. Central Time, as Zoe Burke points out.
Yes.
Zoe also said earlier that we got Pokemon now and Elden Ring later. You just can't leave the channel today. Like, today is such a good day.
It's a must-see lineup of video games.
We love it. Yeah. Another thing I like about this Pokedex, you can break it down. You can organize it how you want, especially by region, which is really nice.
That's very smart, especially if you've seen like another trainer use a Pokemon.
I think that's awesome. Okay, what do I want to do?
Which they've kind of been doing for the last couple, since like Sun and Moon. They were like Sun and Moon. They were organizing your Pokedex by the island.
Yeah. Good call.
That
Sun and Moon.
Makes sense. Sun and Moon's great.
Yeah. Okay. I think we've shown off this biome a decent amount.
Yeah.
I want to go in there, but
did we ask people? Should we just not talk about the lore behind what's happening in that cool sphere of darkness?
Yeah, I think we're gonna avoid it. Oh, and it faded anyways, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Oh, is that a Kadabra? Yeah, that's a Kadabra.
Yeah, it is. Go get it.
Is it an Alpha?
There's an Abra too.
Abras are hard to catch in this game. Oh no, something's hitting me.
Oh no. Is it
It's a.
Looks like a Lumia?
Quillfish?
Oh, it's a Quillfish. You should probably catch that.
Okay. The man said the man gets what the man wants.
Oh, you should probably catch that Quillfish. If it didn't just.
Oh,
okay,
see, he's enraged now.
Right.
That's right. See, John, my guy is called Luxray, right? Because that's his name. His name is Luxray. He doesn't need a nickname. He doesn't need a silly little fart bag or whatever people call their Pokemon. Doesn't need it.
I'm gonna forget who Fartbag is. I always know who Luxray is.
Yeah, see? I don't need that in my life, that kind of negativity. I'm not here for it.
Also, in this game, you're catching so many Pokemon. Are you gonna name them all?
Yeah, what? I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, do you have a unique numbering system for all of them? No. No.
Bunch of sickos out here. I'm sick of it, John.
Those Jesse Vitelli.
the fan bites and the Jesse Vitellis of the world. Not here for it, all right?
Disgusting.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, good. I got him right where I want him. Sif Moonweaver says, do you have a Growlithe? No, I do not yet, unfortunately.
That might be a good... Let's try to hunt that Growlithe.
Yeah. I don't know. Yes, I will look for one. I don't know story-wise if I can yet or not. So we will find out.
I really like that your Typhlosion's just floating.
Right?
It's like a floaty.
It's so good.
I don't know. I've got a battle raft.
Yeah, my battle raft is ready to go.
Battle raft. It's like a Mad Max thing.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we good. That was I didn't realize the Quillfish was level 54. That thing's a beefy boy. Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Not here to play.
Oh, you caught two. You've had one.
Yeah, I've caught one before. See, Abras are tricky to catch. Like they were hard to catch in the OG series, right? But even more now, you have to have that Pokeball ready and locked. You can also distract it with fruit, but it'll teleport away and you'll never get a chance at it.
I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon in this game that will just run at the sight of you and just skedaddle. Like, you have to be strategic with some of these Pokemon. You have to know their nature. Yeah, eat it. Take that. Use your spoon. You have a spoon. Use the spoon. What a
He literally is a monster.
Well, now he's going to be a pocket monster.
Got him.
I like that they did have a little bit of Pokemon lore at the beginning of this. About why we're using Pokeballs to capture Pokemon, and that the scientists at the beginning's like, yeah, Pokemon have this ability to just get really tiny.
Right?
So there's no science to the Pokeball at all. It's just the Pokemon themselves get really tiny.
Yeah,
that's what's happening. Is that what happens when they faint and then they shrink?
Oh, but then they're just small. So if you step on them, do they just explode?
Yeah, are they just the size of an atom?
God.
So it really just opens up a lot of questions about the nature of Pokemon. But I did like that little.
They attempted right?
They just get tiny. So we put them into balls.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Apricorn. So Apricorn in this is your best friend. Because that is how you start to make Pokeball. That's one half of the equation there. And
is it that in Tumblestone?
Tumblestone, yep. But then, so also, they're not happy with me. Also, so as your balls start to evolve and change, right? You get the
We're not having that talk right now.
Yeah, I'm sitting you down. It is time for the talk.
The talk. The bird. The Pidgeys and the
Pidgeys and the Beedrills. Yeah.
Yeah, the Beedrills.
Yeah. So as you get great balls, God, now this is tainted now. Thank you.
the heavy balls.
Yeah. As you start to get different ways to catch Pokemon,
but different Pokeballs. We could use Pokeballs.
There you go. Yeah. It requires different crafting material that I can get into in a minute. But right now, so at the end of every excursion into these different biomes, right?
Yeah.
You end it by talking to Laviton, the professor. Because then he basically, you see what you caught. It's a good mix of things that I've caught there. And then you get, not only do you get financial compensation for it, right? So I made $6,000 from that.
Okay.
If I would have caught, I've done it where that's pretty low once you start to get into it. There's been times where I've made 15K because I caught 4 alphas and 10 different new species and did 8 of those were back strikes, like that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
the more you catch, the more money you get, basically.
And you're not buying all of your Pokeballs now. Like you're foraging for a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to worry about like being conservative about your usage of balls.
Yeah. But I mean, if you don't use them, you lose them. So
Right. Everybody knows that. They taught you that in health class in 7th grade.
Exactly. Oh, so okay, so this is a good example here too. So on top of the money, right, you're also getting research points to basically work your way up through the Team Galaxy, right? And that's kind of how they gate how Pokemon listen to you, or what level Pokemon will listen to you at, and then also it gives you the ability to get different design, like you get gifted different crafting recipes and whatnot. I can show that off here.
Does that unlock more story quests as well?
No.
Different. Okay.
But there is like, you do kind of have. I think it'll tell you. I never was either too behind or too much ahead.
Okay.
But there is times where it tells you, and I think there's times where a specific computer player tells you, it's like, you seem ready for this next thing. But I wonder if I was underleveled or my Pokemon were underleveled, if it would be like, no, like you should explore more. So I wonder if it changes that way. So, but this is Jubilife Village, by the way. It's neat.
Nice. The biggest metropolis in all of Hisui.
For real.
Built in 2 years, apparently, which is very impressive.
Yeah. Everyone else is living in wooden shacks and.
Yeah, and then your big mega corporation, the
Mm-hmm.
Galaxy Exploration Corps.
Typical corporate America.
I really like Celine, the captain.
Oh
of this
yeah,
whole operation.
She's great. She'll literally tell you like, yeah, you're gonna die. Like,
yeah, that's like her very first thing. Is like, yeah, you can work for us, but you need to prove yourself, and if you don't, we're gonna send you out to the wilds, and you'll probably die.
Yeah.
So.
There we go. So there's another star rank.
There you go.
So I think I'm hoping this. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, and level 80 too.
Ooh, okay.
Love that.
Okay.
So it went from 65 to 80, which is.
So yeah, like we're pretty late in this. Also, this, I guess it doesn't scale like a regular Pokemon game in terms of what you're facing. Because you're not at the end of the game. Usually like by the end of a Pokemon game, your Pokemon are like what, like level 60 or something.
Around
You're
there,
facing
yeah.
like level 60, but it seems like Pokemon in the wild can go pretty high.
I mean, the Infernape we faced off against was 65.
Right, and that was in the opening area.
Yeah, right.
Like,
so, and like we said, right, you can't get to that if you don't have a Basculegion, right? So it's like it is gated smartly in that way. But we're gonna make some Ultra Balls because I've been waiting for this while. Oh no, I can only make one. Okay.
They need some iron chunks. Where can we find iron chunks?
So you can find iron chunks. You can see them. So the mineral deposits are like orange. They're like black and blue, I think, are the main ones that I've seen so far. And you can find them out in the wild. But for today's purposes, I'm pretty flush with cash. If you just want to get back out there and don't want to scavenge a ton, you can go to Anvin here, sweet Anvin, and buy some crafting materials from him, which I'm gonna do right now. So I needed.
Oh yeah, you are flush with cash.
Yeah.
Alex Van Aken in the chat says, "Don't tell our bosses. I won't. But I'm gonna take a long lunch break to go buy Pokemon Legends Arceus with my huge editor salary."
How are you able to get out of your ivory tower so quickly though? That's my question.
I mean, the elevator takes forever.
Yeah,
I've been
very
there.
Mass Effect. Yeah,
This doesn't
get you there.
No, not in time.
Yeah.
If you could send your servant, your well-paid servant, to get to go down to the Golden GameStop.
Yeah, you can tell we're not salty about that tweet.
He also has a McDonald's in his basement, just like Richie Rich does, fully staffed.
Yo, Richie Rich was the movie back in the day.
It was the movie.
It was the movie.
That and Blank Check, like those were Those kids were living the dream.
We're living the dream. Okay. So here's another tip. So I did it's going to become a video, but for now I wanted to post it on the site today. I did a tip article on this game that you can go check out right now at GameInformer.com. Little plug. One of the main tips I have for you guys you all playing this is these two need to be your best friends. These are just farmers in the village, right? But you can go to him. Let's see. Okay, so I already had an order in. So basically you can go to them and order, have them create different resources for you. And one of them that they do, I think I did, let's see. Yeah, so I did apricorns for my order here through them. Okay. And that's one of the main things you need for crafting Pokeballs. So
this is very much like Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Where you'll have a farm, and you'll choose something to cultivate, and then after like a certain amount of time, you'll go back, and they'll have a bunch of whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. That's a smart thing to carry over to this.
Yeah.
Especially
also,
since you're burning through resources
so quickly, for real. Well, and then it's nice too because you don't have to carry them a ton, everywhere if you're out in the world. So also shout out to, I said shard out. Oh my god.
Wow.
Please don't no one do that.
Out.
Shout out to Kartik for linking my article. I appreciate you. Oh, that's gonna be a good new one. I like
we're
that
making
one.
a mess.
Yeah. We always. So the apricorn harvest here is the cheapest, just because they want to keep you in the flow of things, right? But if you want to do some of the different stuff, like a berry harvest or a mushroom harvest, that's when it starts to get. It's like a mint harvest is 10K right there, that's a lot.
That is, especially 200 years ago.
Yeah, inflation? You kidding me?
But yeah, I mean, you'd be like an oil baron now.
For real.
You'd almost be a video game editor of some sort.
I don't know about that. We make we make so much money, John. It's crazy.
I know. I just burn it for heat. It's been a cold winter.
Yeah, it's been a cold winter. Yeah. Grab a couple more irons. So normally I'm like a little bit more open to just exploring for this, but just for the purpose of the stream.
Sometimes you gotta splurge for your friends.
Yeah, you gotta show them a good time. You're in Hisui for the first time, right? Come on down. We're gonna have some fun.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the sights.
Yeah. Let's see. Zoe Burke, I feel you on that one. It is
Zoe, technically they're separate months.
I wasn't gonna correct that one. I was just gonna let it.
They used to be days apart.
Yeah, which
they were
so
days apart.
Happy that's not the case. Anymore.
Yeah, it's this next month is gonna be rough,
but fun
for pockets. Oh, and incredible. Let's be real there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Alex Van Aken, not salty at all.
So I tweeted out the other night that I was so glad to find out that I'm only seeing like 10% of what my coworkers can put out, or like what they're capable of. And I didn't mean that as like a slight that you're only doing 10% of the work, but seeing like Alex's TikToks that he puts out,
Right.
I was cracking up so much. I'm like, I don't even see necessarily this side of Alex at work all the time.
I know,
this
right?
is incredible.
Yeah. Tavern Games. Oops, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm excited to do even more with you guys in the coming year.
Yeah, me too. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, especially we can get into the office. So Tavern Games, welcome. Thanks for joining us for the first time. We are talking Elden Ring in about an hour now. So John and I are gonna play for another hour here. Take you into another biome here. We started in the Obsidian Fieldlands. We're gonna go into the Crimson Mirelands here now. And then around 2 o'clock, little before, John and I are gonna hop off, and Dan is gonna instantly hop on and do our Elden Ring AMA, which I am very, very excited for.
Yeah, I'm gonna be tuning in for that.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of his stuff yet.
I haven't
so,
either.
Oh no, I've read one thing because I've had to edit it. But
Yeah.
also, maybe check the site today. There might be a lot of.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun.
Hey, if you like Elden Ring,
Come on down, baby.
Game Informer's got you covered.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Alrighty.
yeah. So we're in the Obsidian Mire or the Crimson Mirelands.
Crimson Mirelands, of course.
Get me mired up. Get me dirty. Get me muddy.
Here we go. You already got it.
They
are, John.
They are in the game?
They are in the game.
They are in the game?
If I'm lying, I'm dying right here. We broke John, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro.
Did you think they weren't?
I thought they weren't.
Oh, I'm happy to. I'm sorry to spoil that for you then.
I was commiserating with people on Twitter when I posted like the list of confirmed Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, these are the only ones I want. And it was Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, I feel ya.
Yep.
But like, can't have it all.
Can't have it all. But apparently you can.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
This
He looks so good too. Look at him.
This little boxy boy.
Yeah, there was a reason we couldn't show these in the pre-release stuff, but we're here now. So
very happy.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? It makes sense. There are a lot of tradable evolution Pokemon in this game, like Alakazam and Machamps that I do know of. So this makes sense.
Oh, I overshot him.
And very happy and nice throw.
Thank you. Yeah, it was
Nice
just too
throw,
much.
Rookie of the Year.
Too much heat on that one. Oh, he's not happy with that.
Oh no, he's not. Get him. There we go. Ghost versus Ghost.
Ghost versus Ghost. You love to see. Let's do. I am way over leveled. So when you're this high level, I think
easy.
I should be able to just catch.
All right. So what's the blue and white Pokeball? What's going on there?
So there are a couple different balls in this game, Pokeballs.
Yep.
So you have Ultra Great Pokey, right? But you also have new additions called Heavy Balls and like Wing Balls. And then I can't remember, maybe Fly was the other one. This is like the second version of Wing.
Yeah.
So Heavy Balls are in when you're just going to catch someone. They you can throw them maybe like a foot or two. They're very heavy and like
they're heavy.
It's in the name, right?
Okay,
But
yeah.
if you land a backstrike with them, they are hyper effective at and the chances of catching something are very high when you do that. Same with the wing balls here. If an opponent is flying, that it has an infinite, not infinitely higher, but it has a much higher chance of catching the Pokemon that you threw it at. So because Ghastly is in flight, that's why the wing balls have been working for the most part.
Got it.
The challenge with the heavy balls, right, is getting close enough to something to actually catch it. Like that. There's a lot more strategy in this game than there has been in quite some time.
I guess it makes sense to make the Pokeballs have different characteristics since you are actually throwing them now.
Right.
I think that's really cool and very smart. I'm still like, to people who are new to the stream here, I've only played a couple of hours. I'm still in awe of what I've played.
Yep.
But also I've kind of been keeping up with leaks and whatnot for the last couple of weeks. So there's a lot of things that like I'm not gonna be surprised by when I see, but actually getting the game in my hands and wandering the world and doing the darn thing.
The dang thing.
The dang thing. I was immediately in love. So
yeah, it really is. I am truly delighted with my time with this as someone who's literally Pokemon is what got me into video games, and like a lot of people out there, I love a lot of what was going on in the series. Oh, There's an alpha.
Oh,
Like that. We're gonna go for that.
yeah.
Um,
Big
but
evil over there.
big evil. But I also haven't. I've been, put off by some of the things that the series has done lately. So
Yeah. Kartik asks if this is your first time playing the game. It is Alex's 21st hour of playing the game.
basically, yeah.
So first playthrough, yeah, but he is about 20 hours in.
Yeah.
So we wanted to give a little deeper look into the game, to show off different biomes and different Pokemon and stuff.
Yeah.
As opposed to the first 2 hours, which gets a little bit wordy. It's pretty tutorial heavy, and I figured we would probably get something better out of it for the viewers and for me.
Yes.
For me personally.
And let's call a spade here. I think the first 2 hours of this game are not great because of what John said, because of how wordy it is, because in the beginning it is very much you can only really catch like Starlies and Shinxes and that kind of stuff. And you get going pretty quickly.
It is all, I think, necessary setup for the loop of the game, and just to give you all the tools and like proper instruction on how to use them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unnecessary at all.
It's just
for
slow.
people who are playing this for the first time. I mean, it's not a typical Pokemon game.
No.
It is very different. Once you get into battles, like you understand what a Pokemon battle is. Like that stuff hasn't really changed, but like the interacting with the world is very different. Catching Pokemon can be very different. Pokemon themselves, I guess, are different.
Depending
compared to older games, not just like the different forms that there are now. I'm sorry, I know you want to pick up the satchel.
No,
I'll finish my point quick.
No, I think you're making a good point.
But they, like, Pokemon, I believe, don't have abilities in this game. So like some of the competitive advantages are different from like more recent games.
Oh, definitely.
So, there are a lot of changes, and really, like, a lot of people are saying like this is a mainline Pokemon game, but it is so different that like I've been saying this whole stream, this is their test bed.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this as their petri dish for what they want to do in the future.
Which is interesting because I thought Sword and Shield was that too.
Totally. But now they're like, hold my
hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Yeah.
And hold my Pokeball.
Yeah.
All right. Pick up the satchel.
So,
you're chomping at the bit here.
I'm guard chomping at the bit here. So this is a lost satchel. You're gonna find a lot of these around the world. And what they do is basically, let's see. So you have a lost and found section here, and so when you take an L and the Psyduck takes you down, you lose your inventory. And when you do that, it's kind of Strand-esque, where it's like that you lose it, and then other people can go in their games and pick it up and return it to you.
Wow.
So like I found this satchel here. I'm gonna pick it up. And so I don't know. I haven't. This isn't a humble brag, I promise, but I haven't died yet in this game, so I don't know if I actually get my items back or what have you, or maybe just one of them, right? Let's see. But it does say it contained 11 items, including dazzling honeys, so maybe it does. But what you get for that is on the top right, you see merit points there, and you get the gift of points that there is a vendor in town in Jubilife Village that you can cash that in. And use it for there's some stuff. I won't say too much of what you can buy. You can go check that out yourself. But there are like thunderstones, water stones, fire stones in this game.
So evolution items.
Yes,
and
but there's other stuff too.
All right.
So definitely you can go check that out. But definitely pick those up.
Be a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
Return people's wallets.
Yeah. Bro, I don't think I've had a Murkrow in a minute. Boop.
Kartik asks, what are your thoughts on moving the focus to completing the Pokédex? Superficially, I would have preferred the story-based approach from previous games, but I haven't played this game. And I guess I can speak to just the first couple of hours. I think it's actually pretty refreshing, and it makes sense with how you interact with the world. And I mean, it's just refreshing in a sense that there hasn't been a Pokemon game that's been mostly about catching in this way. Like the Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu games were pretty close to that,
but not as satisfying.
And I see like nuggets of that in this game. More specifically in that like you are encouraged to collect multiple of the same type of Pokemon. But it doesn't feel as gimmicky.
Yeah. Oh, there's a big Daddy Ursa ring right there. Oh, no, and I alerted all of them. We're just going to back that up. We're going to back that up.
Nope. Joe, just don't stomp in with a big old weird ear.
Oh, he's coming, though. Look at him. He's not happy. Okay. Good.
Oh.
He mad. He big mad.
He's very mad.
I feel like Ursa's never happy.
But yeah, also like the story does feed into the whole researching and collecting Pokemon thing. Like this does have its own story. You are still going through a narrative, but you're just not necessarily traveling from gym to gym to then face the final bosses of trainers at the end.
Yeah.
It's more of a personal you and the Pokemon situation, as far as I could tell. I guess Alex could probably speak more to that philosophy.
Yeah. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the stream, but yeah, I think John is spot on with that. I love that. I'm gonna be honest. Like it is such a subtle change in focus, and one that I didn't really think about until I started playing this, right? But it is a refreshing change where it makes me excited to fill out this Pokedex to see as much as I can. And I think when you marry that with the fact that the catching mechanics in this game are so much better than they've ever been, and you don't have, because like when you think about a mainline Pokemon game, right? That's you always get the little black screen when you're loading into a fight. Always have to break down the enemy's health, and then finally break them down to get a Pokeball, right? It streamlines that process a ton in a way that I think is very smart, and is the highlight of my experience with this so far, like easily.
Yeah. Even just like the catching animation, it doesn't make you sit through like 4 animations of the Pokeball
Right.
like moving.
Yeah.
It's just like it moves once, and then you know if you caught it or not.
Yep.
Which saves a lot of time. I feel like a lot of the interactions with this game do respect your time more than other mainline Pokemon games.
Yep.
Because you are just like immediately going in and out of battle here.
God, what is with these?
I don't know.
Gosh
Too
darn,
strong.
for real, like these Pokemon just like accidentally killing themselves here. I don't like
so
it.
there's items that you can get that you can pick up from Pokemon when you defeat them.
Correct.
I did not know that. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's another way to kind of fill your resources. And great. But I'm mad, John. That's 2 now in a row that I had a shot at, and unfortunately, they decided they did not want to come home. So that's okay.
It's, you'll get them eventually.
Yeah, I am going to pick a spot. My handy dandy map. Oops, wrong button.
I wish you could just be like, so we need it to be during a thunderstorm or whatever, like the weather. Oh no, it's sunny. I was looking at one. No, it's storming.
Yeah, it's a.
I was looking
sun
at the map.
shower.
There was sunshine on the right corner, and then there was lightning in the left corner.
Oh.
So I was very confused. Oh, it's daytime, but it's lightning, but it's storming. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. We're learning here.
I wish you could set that on your pins. It's like this is the conditions. That I
Yeah,
want.
that'd be nice. Iron chunk there, some chunk of dunk.
This is actually running a lot better than I thought it would be too.
So yeah, it definitely. Oh, what is that? A Sneasel? Oh no, it's a
That's a Croagunk.
Croagunk. Yeah, I haven't had one. I haven't. I don't know if I want an alpha. I'll try it. Why not?
I mean,
If it's an alpha, I'd go for it. Okay.
yeah. You want to be the one true alpha, the
Exactly.
leader of the alphas.
The alpha, AL. It's my name.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
Oh, did I overshoot him? Oh my god, I got such an arm.
Really, your parents named you Alpha Flex, and you just shorted it to Alex.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let's see how.
It should be good. I think.
Ew, I burned him good.
All right. Well, now he's gonna
Just
he's gonna
wipe the
faint.
floor with me.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's you.
I already have an Ursa ring, so it's like, why go after the alpha version? So the alpha versions have higher health and different abilities, so it's nice to have those on your team. Let's see, how do I want to play this? So I'm higher level.
So it's like in previous Pokemon games when you'd find like special spots in the grass that are like shaking, like it gives you the egg moves or whatever.
Got it. Yeah. So that actually helped me there because he has burn.
Yeah, he was gonna
He was gonna die
gonna go out
from that one.
I mean, you just you can do it again.
But see, I'm worried that it's gonna an agile slash is gonna kill him. Baby eyes, baby doll eyes here.
All right, offense went down.
Gonna do.
It didn't do anything. All right,
I'm gonna try to catch it.
Yeah, good
I
call.
think if I use an Ultra Ball, I should. We'll find out. Yep, we're good.
Great.
So not always. So as John pointed out, right? There's only one animation now, and if it does the crazy wobble, you can still. There's a chance you still catch, but it's kind of that's indicative of the fact that you're probably gonna have to throw another Pokeball at it. And then there's the little subtle like boop kind of jump that makes or kind of indicates that you pretty much caught it. I don't think. I think a couple of times I've gotten that indicator. And where at?
I was wondering what you were throwing at there.
It has a it's just there was a it's similar. These are similar to like the mineral deposits that you can find.
Got it.
Has obviously a little bit different stuff. All right, you want to catch these hands? Let's go. Yeah. I'm not even gonna bother catching you. I'm
just send a message.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good example here. So this is an example of this game being more challenging than the old ones. So there's encounters like you can see here where I now have to take on 2 Pokemon at once, and the highest I've gone up to is 3. I don't know how much higher you go, but so you have to pick who you're targeting, and you can see on the right side there, it shows you who's going next. So it doesn't matter here because I'm gonna get attacked by both, but we will fight nonetheless. And
I mean, if you agile, will that skip?
It could. It's not, because that's the thing. It's not always guaranteed.
Yeah.
But then but if I wanted to use my super effective move with high horsepower, I can't yet because I haven't mastered that.
Yeah.
But if I use slash, I could. So, and you see, like, sometimes, unfortunately with agile, sometimes too, it's like it shows you, you'll get a double hit, but in like 3 turns. So it's like you have to weigh that. Is it worth it? Are you playing the long game on something like this? And I'm not, because I want them to feel pain. So goodbye. Croagunk, be a better Pokemon, so there's a lot of stuff. Someone else. Another Croagunk who wants to catch these hands.
All right. Yeah.
Which is nice too, though, because like there is Pokedex entries for defeating Pokemon. So
right, yeah.
Avoided my attack, the tricky little bugger. He poisoned my Ursaring, my big buddy. Hey,
little ninja.
Look at me. You got this. He's a little punk. You don't have to worry about him. All right, let's get him.
We can do it. Part of the cards.
Part of the cards, baby. Just absolutely eats him. Goodbye. Been ruining the chat. One Jill Grote. Hello, Jill.
Hello. Welcome.
Hope your appointment went well.
And I don't know what you're knowing, but
yeah, I was confused. Oh, probably because Ursaring missed the attack.
Oh, she could see. Great, excellent.
Okay.
That's
good.
Perfect.
We were. I can't say I was worried about that, but maybe I should have been.
Maybe. Oh, that tree is moving.
It is. What could
is going on there?
possibly be in the tree?
I mean, the wind could be pretty
Ah!
heavy. It just
Burn me!
Whoa. What's it hanging on to?
Unsuspected. Yeah. What the? Hey, what's your deal, man? Get out of here.
Hanging onto an atom.
Yeah. Bro, I think in real life that thing would have attacked me.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, it sees the real threat.
The shark monster staring into it.
The big land shark.
Yeah.
Street sharks.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pick up the satchel and I'm gonna go back to this. I'm obviously so my pack is full, so I'm missing out on a lot of the stuff that's being dropped right now.
Yeah.
Where did I put marker? Did I not mark it? Thought I did.
Yeah. So you pinned it. Yeah.
Did. Why am I not seeing it? Am I a fool? Oh, there it is. Okay, it was just like hiding in the trees a little bit.
Like, I don't want to answer that question.
Yeah. Guess I'm wrong. Oh, he cleared it. Let's
Oh.
go. Let's go, Weird Ear. I see you. Didn't think I would.
Deer.
Clear Deer. Yeah. John, you
Change
should be a
its name?
writer. Be a writer.
Uh,
Poet and didn't even know
yeah, I mean, I'll make millions.
it.
That's how that works.
Yeah. I mean, you already do. You're a games journalist.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we don't want to let the industry secrets out.
Ugh. Jill, I tell you, I got the freshest of sandals. Look at this. Look at the drip on this man. Look at that. They got diamonds on that thing, or puffballs. I'm gonna say they're diamonds though, because you
The
can't tell me
diamonds.
differently. Yeah. Look at it's from Diamond and Pearl. Look at that, and like the color coordination too with the hair. Even the rims of my glasses are red, folks. Here, this great style doesn't happen overnight. It takes thought. It takes time. You know, you just gotta swag on them a little bit. That's how it is. Oh, chat, we're having fun here today, huh? Oh, something. Oh, my Totodile fell.
Oh no!
Which I'm bummed I haven't seen him in this game yet. I don't know if he is or not. I've stayed away from the leaks.
I don't know either. But I mean, Cyndaquil is so. Oh, nice.
Look at him. He's just a little baby
Nice.
boy.
I like how we're both just repping Pokemon at our desks.
What do you got? Let's see.
It's my Gengar.
Oh, I love him. He's so boxy and cute.
He's a little boxy boy.
Yeah.
I found him at like Target one day.
Oh,
I had
nice.
to buy him.
Yeah, of course. Zoe, you know, they don't want us to show the night footage, right? They don't want us to know what ghost Pokemon are out there. But since you asked so nicely, I gotta help out. You know.
Yeah.
Let's do.
The game is out. We are no longer beholden to the dreaded embargo.
The embargo. As you can see from Twitch, because it literally has 400,000 viewers on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
It's got to be the number 3 category right now.
Number 3.
Because just chatting's popping off, League of Legends is popping
sure.
off, and then Pokemon Legends.
Hot tub streams. And
Yeah.
whatnot.
In the League of Legends category. Let's get a couple more.
No, this dude's just outside a house
Yeah.
talking.
Brave New World. Didn't like that book when I was growing up, but I think I would now.
I think I ever read it.
All right, so let's clear this out a lot of it. So, another pro tip strat from your boy Big Al here. I have a lot of stuff, right? I got Thunderstone. I don't need that. XP candy, great. I can use that later. Especially in the opening hours, you really want to limit, because like this bag that I have right here is I've had to upgrade a ton. And even then, I filled up pretty quickly, as you saw.
So we're upgrading bags.
Yes.
I see.
So, but to mitigate
Like
that
it.
stress, I literally only I get rid of all my crafting stuff. I only keep the essential Pokemon catching or healing stuff. So I got my potions up here. I got my Pokeballs, and then I got my berries that I can throw. So, and even this is a little too many berries, I think, just because.
You can never have too many berries.
True, but there's a lot of space that
Sometimes you need to make a smoothie.
Sometimes you gotta do it. You gotta do it to them, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of a couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, just want to introduce the president of video games.
Whoa,
Sir Andrew Reiner is in the chat.
the champ is here.
He was supposed to be in this stream, but unfortunately, important things.
He was the one who had to go check Jill's eyes. That's why. Yeah.
He is a registered optometrist.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Chat. Let's go to. I haven't been to this. This
Uncharted territory.
Well,
I mean, someone charted it.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Didn't do a good job, so I'm gonna go do it for him. I'm sure they did a lovely
job. Those are some spooky trees.
Yes, we're in the haunting hours here. What do we got here? So we got some
hippopotamus.
Is that how you pronounce it? Hippopotamus?
Hippopotas?
That sounds
I don't know.
I never know sometimes.
Hippopotamus.
Hip hop.
It's like how do you say like rat-a-tat? Is it?
I've always said rat-a-tat, but I know that's wrong.
I always say rat-a-tat as well, because that's what they said in the anime.
Oh. What is this alpha over? I actually don't know.
But I'm sure it's wrong. It's like
Did they say that in the anime?
I think so.
It's Titus. I don't care what Square says.
I know.
Yeah. But that's me.
Is that a big? Is that a Sliggoo?
We're gonna find out.
Is this a new? It's maybe a spoilery form.
Oh, okay. Maybe a little different. Maybe I should go away from it.
Well, there's a Goomy right there. Everyone knows a Goomy from X and Y. Everyone's favorite slimy little dragon pal. I think you should probably go look at that island.
Okay.
Thing.
Well,
whatever.
Yeah.
Embargo's up. We're out in the wild. We're exploring.
Yeah, we are. I'm gonna catch a couple more Goomies here. Oh, he's not having it.
No, he's not. Can you catch 2 at a time?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you could just like
you can do
fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can catch as many as you can hit in that moment.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's do Twister. We'll do Agile style.
So another thing where I feel like this is a test bed for Pokemon is showing the turn order for battles. I think that's a really big difference, especially for people who do play competitively and they're wondering if their attack is going to go off first or second, depending on their speed stat. And being able to manipulate that with Agile style or Strong style is cool and different, and a big shakeup to the status quo.
Yeah, definitely. Pokemon. I am curious because we've talked about sorry, I got a text.
No, it's fine.
I am curious because like we've talked about I don't think I need an alternate for that. Like we've talked about, this is really, this is mainly focused on catching, and there are some online elements like we've shown a little bit today, but I'm curious what this does for the competitive scene going forward.
Yeah, and I mean they're supposed to be connecting this with Pokemon Home at some point.
Oh, interesting.
Because you have to get your Hisui and Pokemon over to another game.
You just gotta.
You gotta that Typhlosion's got to do some damage online at some point.
Yeah.
But like how and where you're gonna be able to do that, I don't know. Like, is there another team at Game Freak that's working on Gen 9, and do we see that potentially later this year or next year? They're probably gonna have to do something pretty quick to get some of these monsters into other games where you can do multiplayer. Otherwise, it feels like they're treading water or wasting time.
So let's do the math here. Sword and Shield was 2019, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's
and
correct.
then
don't worry, I'm just creeping on Reiner in the chat.
Oh,
right now.
Yeah.
He was asking if I had facial hair, and I was just giving him a little.
Look at that little facial hair love.
It is not appreciated at home.
No.
Uh,
Hey, great art. Usually, it takes a while
hey, you know,
for
sometimes
people
you gotta
to
try. You gotta try it.
You're shy, you know.
You never know.
But so okay, so
Sword and Shield 2019.
Games so
Expansions
2 years later.
2020.
Yep.
This and Diamond and Pearl, real close to each other.
Mm-hmm. Very, very close.
2021, end of 2021, beginning of 2022.
Yeah. Also Diamond and Pearl Ilka worked on. So
yes, and this is maybe the B team at and by B team I mean the team that worked on like Ultra Diamond and Ultra Diamond, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah, we're not commenting on the quality of the team. Like it's just there's
it's just like there's a one team and a 1A team.
Yeah.
Yep. From what people have maybe mentioned, the typical Pokemon director or producer was not on this game, like working directly with it, but was supervising it. So
by supervising, do you mean he's like, "Yep, I'll take that from my
like,
game."
Yeah, that'll be just bring that tech over. Junichi Masuda, I believe, was just supervising this, not like one of the main visionaries for it.
For sure. Sean, did you see a big fan in the chat, Andrew Reiner's question?
What Pokemon type is Alex most like? Oh man. I mean he's pretty fire.
Crater coming in with the hard insults here.
Vanilla.
That I'm a basic flavor.
Hey.
Oh, there we go.
Vanilla is a flavor.
He turned that around too.
You're cold. You're pretty cool.
Ice cold, baby. Look at them.
No, you're pretty fire. You've got some spice to you.
Thank you.
I'd say you're like a. Oh boy, what would be the secondary type though?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that one for a little bit.
All
But
right,
I think fire is definitely one of the types.
Okay, I like that. I can deal with that.
You got some pizzazz.
Shay had a very good answer that I was not expecting on the. So I got to guest on the All Things Nintendo podcast.
Oh yeah.
And
which goes up today.
Today it should go up in an hour and a half. I think is when he usually gets those up. But he also because Reiner wants to sow division between the GI folks here.
Hey,
he tasked us with
he wants to keep it fresh. He wants to keep it spicy at work. Bring out our best.
Shay's response to what Pokemon I am was very thoughtful. And oh my God, there's another.
There's a Grotle down there.
Now this Ghastly needs to get the heck out of here.
Yeah. They're just chilling, hanging out at the beach.
Nope. Let's see. Can I snipe him from down here?
Can you?
Oh, I was close.
Ooh,
but see, I enraged him. You hate to see it, folks.
I'd be pissed too.
Coming to my home.
throwing stones at me.
Oh, I didn't realize how low I was here.
You should probably heal your boy. Heal that. What was Shay's response? Was it just Pokemon or was it Pokemon type?
It was an actual Pokemon. So okay. I'm gonna let you all listen to the podcast to find out. That's what I'm gonna do.
Got it.
So you just have to wait and see.
Good call. Good call. Yeah, I'm not gonna pinpoint a full on Pokemon on you. That's you're your own entity.
Yeah. I'm trying to think for you. I'm trying to think.
Yeah. See, I'm a mystery.
You're like dark is cool, but I wouldn't say you're like dark. You're not like brooding.
You don't think I'm cool?
Right?
You don't think I'm cool?
I do think you're cool. That's why I'm trying to figure this out here. Swift here. Wait, so can Alex make himself smaller so we can shove him into a ball? I can actually. Yeah.
We don't show it off that often. I mean, we can't. We're not in the same room.
If you're good at something, never do it for free, John.
I did see it during Extra Life, though.
Yeah.
impressive.
It's when I'm in trouble with my fiance. I just go in my go in my Pokeball.
Oh, Reiner says I'm a Stunfisk, which are we talking Galarian? I was gonna say Galarian.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Chat, don't worry. We are coming up here half an hour, less than a half an hour till the Elden Ring AMA begins, and folks, you are not going to want to miss that. We're like John and I are the opener today.
Yeah, we are the lead-in. We are the Big Bang Theory to your AEW Dynamite. we are drawing in the folks.
We're better than freaking.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I mean, they bring in great numbers.
True.
For something that's even better afterwards.
Here we go. I'll hit you with the hype response here. We are the Game of Thrones leading into Barry. That's what we are.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Because we're not just some scrub opener, right? We're a main show, but then Barry is Barry, right?
Barry's Barry. You're gonna watch Barry.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Barry comes back.
Oh, I miss that show so much, y'all. If y'all haven't seen Barry in the chat, like, do yourself a favor.
That was an early pandemic watch for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was binging that.
Such a surprise. Such a beautiful
surprise. Tangentially, I still need to watch MacGruber.
Oh,
since that's been dropping.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a fan of the movie or the SNL skits. You should watch the movie. Okay. We should watch the movie. Let's get together.
Okay, watch the movie.
Watch MacGruber. It is incredible. But the show has the same cast as the movie for the most part.
Cool.
So
like that.
And is a continuation. So I'm very, very excited to watch it at some point.
Cool. We are gonna go just because our time is coming to a close here pretty soon. We are going to. I'm gonna go to one more biome to show off here, and we'll say goodbye.
Where are we going?
Stuff.
Where are you taking me?
I'm gonna show you a little watery area.
Take my hand. Where are we going? We're going to the beach.
The beach. Let's get it away.
Finally.
I think that's a Nicki Minaj thing. Anyways.
No, I think that's a Daytona USA thing.
Oh, there we go. Of course, yeah. The beach.
Let's go away.
So filling out my Pokedex a little bit here. Nothing too crazy. 280. I like that.
Crater says that Pokeballs are going to be in the new Office Nerf projectile. Which they should. Reiner, if you could contact the furniture company and see if they have Nerf Pokeballs.
We would appreciate that.
I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Plus, Alex could fit in one because he has a Pokemon and can shrink himself.
Yeah. Well, fire Pokemon.
He gets tiny.
Yeah. I like that.
And he says we'll have the metal ones, which, you know what?
It would hurt very badly. Let's see.
Buy some skateboards too. Can we have some actual skateboards?
Oh, there you go. They have the Pokemon skateboard. Oh,
hey.
I want to show this off real quick. So, instead of going to a PC and imprisoning your Pokemon forever in the digital space,
didn't exist.
Yeah, they have a pasture here, which is cool. This is where all your Pokemon go, and you can kind of see some of them, right? I got my little Eevee there, Roselia.
Yeah.
But
Log. Your favorite Pokemon,
Log, yeah, Haystack, my guy. So you go in, you get, see everything that you've caught.
Oh.
My only complaint is this. It's weird because I can organize my satchel really well. This doesn't let you organize as well, which is kind of annoying. But
whoa.
What?
Did I see a shiny Ponyta or shiny Rapidash in there?
I cannot confirm or deny what you saw. You're just gonna have to go to you're gonna have to play it for yourself.
All right, fair.
Yeah, but what I want to point out here is, so I have a ton of Bidoof, I have a ton of Starly, right?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need all of them. I want to keep some of them if I really want to fill out this Pokedex, right? But a lot of them are just kind of collecting dust. So back in the day, it was kind of weird or not weird, but it felt sad to release your Pokemon, right? At least it did for me. In this, they sweeten the deal a little bit. So you let's select couple of doofs here, and a Starly. So you're like, Alex, why are you spending the time to release them? So that for you. And then when you get out of this menu, oh, it didn't happen that time. Interesting. Okay.
Oh no. Well,
There's other.
So why did you?
Why
spend
did
the
I do that?
time?
Yeah, interesting. I wonder if it's because I released the right amount of them already. Let's see if I do it once. So other times when you do it, they give you the supplies that basically help you upgrade your Pokemon. So there's like
Oh, cool.
this gravel in this game that basically you can upgrade like your health, your
So I'm seeing numbers on the side there, next to your next
yes.
to your stats.
Yep.
So is that the kind of stuff that you're leveling up? It's kind of the EVs and IV system, but
Yeah, a little bit
different.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. I think
Cool.
it's a new take on that. So
Yeah. Once again, another petri dish
Yep.
idea. I saw that Lickitung in there,
Yeah,
looking real shiny.
real shiny.
Uh,
Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I must have. I wonder if it's limited to only certain types, or like if you trade in too many of one type, you don't get this, or like
Sure.
you need like higher evolution ones. But yeah, so Oscar, the Big O, as I like to call him, says the Pokemon you released gave you a little gift. Take
Oh,
it.
cool. Yeah, it's poop.
I crafted my hand. Here you go. So I got Grit
They
Gravel
left you a little something.
and a Grit Pebble. Oh, I got a lot of stuff from that one. I really hope in the moment there I didn't just trade in Pokemon that I really needed. But you know, it is what it is now.
Just don't save.
Yeah.
We're good. The only ones you really need are the ones that you have or that you've named.
Yes.
The only ones that you've named are the ones that you can release.
So, oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, and I can use the Grit Gravel here. So, it only works up into a certain level. So let's use it on my my.
And there's some that are compatible. Are there different kinds of gravel?
Yes. So you can get. So I have Grit Gravel here, but then I have Grit Pebble, which then allows me to upgrade these abilities here past. I think it's level 5, or it depends on the Pokemon. So I'll improve
level.
Health there. Can't use that. So
There's just so many cool changes.
yeah, there really are, man. I am so taken with this game.
I'm getting nothing done this weekend. There's no way anything productive is happening outside of the Hisui region.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get to another biome though, real quick, so we can show the good people what's going on here.
Since in about 20 minutes we're gonna be moving into an Elden Ring talk.
Yeah.
With Sir Dan Tak.
Sir Dan, as Miyazaki likes to call him.
he's been knighted by the entire
Miyazaki
Dark
himself.
Souls team.
Yeah.
By From Software. Zangmaster, there is a clothes store. There's a clothier.
Mm-hmm.
That's a word that I don't know how to pronounce.
Clothier?
Clothier,
right.
clothier.
Clothier, like that.
Past the clothier.
Yeah. So all right, so we're on the Cobalt Coastlands here, and this, if you've watched previews, you've seen, you know, this draw here, but this is more obviously water. Pokemon are found here. The starting Pokemon here are a little bit, you know, higher level. You know, go fight this. Go.
Glameow action.
Yeah. So I mean, like he's Glameow's 30, so
yeah,
like
it's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah. So you definitely have to keep, even though it's not the focus, you do have to keep, you know, leveling your Pokemon. I don't think. Throw a Great Ball. Sure, why not? Why not? You know.
Yeah. Get it in there.
Android Cats. Yeah, this game really. There's a lot that's different in this game. I really want people to know that it's not just same old stuff. And that has been an absolute joy for me so far.
Yeah, and a lot of it is, man. I mean, some of it is just like you kind of have to play it to get it. a lot of Nintendo and the Pokemon Company's trailers for this game. I mean, they show what it is, but they don't put all the dots together.
Correct.
Which is good and bad on their part.
Well,
But I am so excited to play more.
Yeah.
Great Sith. Thank you so. Oh, Reiner dropping 5
wow.
gifts.
Thank you
Look
so
at that.
much. Wow. Thank you, Reiner.
Straight from the ivory tower. Yeah, dusting out the subs. So you're trying to catch this Spheal? Just really
Oh no, he got
sniping.
away.
Oh no, he rolled away.
He got away.
What
Hold
a
on.
Chad move.
Let's see. Still got him.
Get him.
Nope. Oh, it didn't go far enough. Boop.
Oh
There you
no.
go. I do love Spheal.
Also to the people that Reiner just gifted those subs to, come join us in our Discord. You now have access to our Game Informer, the official Game Informer Discord channel, where you can hang out, talk with us and other community members about the video games, animes, the sports,
Anime baby.
TV shows. If you want to talk to us about Barry and MacGruber,
Yeah.
sure, we'll do it. But there's a link in the chat right now that Holly Spice Wolf very kindly linked.
Holly MVP. All of our mods are fantastic.
Yeah,
Appreciate them quite
nothing
a bit.
but great experiences with our mod team.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many Pokemon here that I need to get through. Okay.
Just in time, yes, this is where it'll be.
Yeah. So literally, chat. Literally all you'll have to do is sit here on the screen. Like we're gonna go away for.
We're going from open world to opening your minds about Elden Ring.
For another open world.
For another open world, another first time open world.
Yeah. So literally all you'll have to do is not exit out of the screen you're watching, because then we're gonna get a one Dan tack in here literally a minute after we go dark. So you're not gonna move from this page. Refresh your popcorn or your drink, whatever you got to do, because the notorious Dan Tack is about to come spit some game at us. So it looks like we got a good amount of you today. So we appreciate you all chilling with us, rocking with some Pokemon, right? And we're happy to be the opener for what is to come here.
Really just taking on this Drapion.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
Scorpion.
it's a Skorupi.
Scorpion.
The Drapion's to our right.
Yeah, we'll get to him. He'll feel my
He'll
wrath
be
in a
next.
moment here. Yeah.
He'll feel your Urson ring.
Chat, let us know if you have any questions here. Like I said, we're going to be done here in the next couple of minutes. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Critical hit when I didn't need it.
Anything you want to see? Anything you want to know about how this game works?
Get it going here. Got a little email. Sorry about that, chat.
I'm not sorry.
Well, Drapion is. Drapion's about to.
And we do have a review for this on the site. Brian Shea, senior editor,
I believe
correct?
so. Yeah.
Yeah. He worked hard on getting this game completed.
Yeah.
And wrote a nice review about it. It is on our site. Believe he gave it an 8.75.
8.75,
which
sir,
is really good.
is indeed.
I'm just trying to see what moves your Whaleren has here.
Oh, okay.
Whale Ryan.
Yeah. Iron Head, Blizzard, Ice Beam, and Liquidation, which is the baller move if I do.
Reiner's also here for Elden Ring. He says Elden Ring looks way different than I thought that it would with that walrus thing.
Yeah.
I hate playing that beta back in December. There's some weird stuff in Elden Ring. Weird octopus monsters crawling around on the sand.
Keep killing these alphas, my guy. Dang. Okay, I'm just too alpha, you know? But
2 alpha. Alex Flex. Or sorry, Alpha Flex.
Alpha
sorry,
Flex,
Alex.
yeah. Only my mother gets to call me whatever you just called me.
Does she only call you Alpha Flex when she's mad?
Yes, correct. Yeah. There's an angry Machat or Machoke.
Yeah, I mean, when aren't they? They're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
someone interrupted their workout. How'd they get a championship belt already?
Yeah, that's
like I didn't know those existed.
Yeah, back in the day. You got to earn that stuff too, man. It can't just be given to you.
That's one of those Pokemon forms that probably should have changed with Voltorb.
Yeah, fair. Well, let's revive a big boy.
Bearded Axe asks why the tutorial for this is 3+ hours. I'm like, I was basically out of the tutorial stuff in like an hour.
I'll give it to you. It does feel like it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's like it opens up considerably after like you do your first research mission.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, get out there, do quests.
Bro, I love that Ice Beam literally cuts through him like Piccolo's like
his special beam cannon.
Special beam cannon, just destroying Raditz. Like that's one of my favorite things. Let's see.
Got Goku hanging off the side.
Yeah,
of him,
right.
Holding him in place.
All right, I'm gonna try to catch him right now and see. He's only 40.
Are the battles hard?
So the battles are harder than the last couple of Pokemon games, which I'm so happy to hear. Yeah, let's go. Finally got one. So, and you really do have to pay. We're not talking. It's not Shin Megami Tensei here. Like, let's be clear about that. But it is, if you can't walk into even an encounter where you're over leveled by like 10 levels or so and walk in thinking your Chimchar is going to take out a Walren, right? Because they finally made it in this game where type advantages matter for the NPC, and they will take advantage of that, which is fantastic. That's always how it should have been, right? So it's like if a water attack hits you and you're in fire Pokemon, it's gonna either cripple you or hurt you. So just something to be aware of, but it makes you more engaged, right? It's not. I don't have to just like sit there and hit A like I did to a certain extent in Sword and Shield, even though I love Sword and Shield.
It did have a bit of like an autoplay like
feel to it, yeah. Yeah. Whereas it's not, like I said, it's not the hardest of RPGs you're ever gonna play, but it does, especially when you get surrounded by a couple of Pokemon, it does task you with actually
having to deal with it.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've noticed in the first few hours is there are trainer battles. They don't seem frequent.
They're not.
So like the way that the game is structured, they make your wild encounters way more difficult than they would be normally. Like and there are like difficulty's a weird term in this game because it's what is your goal with encountering these Pokemon? Like you have your research tasks. What are you trying to get out of a battle? What are you trying to get out of catching a Pokemon? Can you catch a Pokemon? Are you going to make it faint before you catch it?
Yeah.
Are you going for a sick alpha like Alex has a few times in this stream and you accidentally make it faint?
Yeah.
Like difficulty has kind of varying meanings there.
Yeah, for sure.
But it does seem like unforgiving in some cases, which is also a little bit refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Compared to kind of what I experienced with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which is also kind of felt like I was overleveled most of the experience. And didn't have as much of a challenge curve.
For real. Well, and I like, but to not be in defense of Diamond and Pearl, because I'm 100% with you. The end game for that game is so good, and I feel like they did learn some lessons from that, which is exciting in this game.
That is where they get a little bit. They build off of the main building blocks of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, caught a Remoraid raid.
Remoraid, yeah. And your Gabite's just chilling on its
On
battle
its
raft.
little floaty. I love it so much. Yeah.
Bearded Axe says pick up this game or Diamond and Pearl first. So I think that depends on what you're looking for in a Pokemon game. Do you want the classic going from town to town, traveling the routes, collecting Pokemon and battling gyms? I mean, this is very, very different. This is more exploring the world. In a way, it's more chill. Like, I could see myself just throwing on a podcast and just
Oh, 100%. And filling out Pokedex entries.
just wandering around, like
Oh, that sounds
spending
good.
hours, just like, oh, I'm gonna go for some Machokes, and I'm just gonna focus on clearing that in my Pokedex.
Yeah.
And just spend an afternoon doing that.
Yo, like a nice Sunday afternoon. Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds so
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Gonna zone into this one region and just knock out some tasks.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
What else, here? What else can I?
As opposed to like I'm always just kind of striving for that next gym, collecting that next badge,
Right.
and then getting to like the Elite Four. I can feel myself getting lost in the world in this more so than striving for the next goalpost.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I really hope if you're a jaded Pokemon fan, if you want something new, like this isn't perfect. Like this game is not like the answer to all your prayers, but it is I think it is the most they've evolved in a long time, and I love a lot of what they've done.
Good
here.
choice of words.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I've seen people like in the chat take digs at the visuals, and like yeah, it's one of those things you can kind of take or leave, but it's I don't know, it's not the end of the world that like maybe the horizon looks a little bit empty there.
And I do.
It's really like what's in your immediate vision. I'm usually bugged pretty significantly by visual stuff.
Yeah.
And it really hasn't been the case for me while I was playing.
I think that's partially because the moment to moment stuff in this is so fun for at least for me as a Pokemon fan.
Yeah.
I understand, like, I do think this is one of Nintendo's most unpolished games that they've released in a technical aspect. Because when you think of like Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey and and Smash and stuff like that, like for the most part, those games don't have a lot of pop in, right? They don't look like this where the mountains are very, low poly, right? And at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you to decide what's game breaking for you. But for me, it's like, am I having fun with the rest of it? Good. Then like I'm okay with that. It's kind of like people who are big either like Fallout or Elder Scrolls fans, right? Sometimes those games just don't look good, or the graphics are, or something is very buggy, right? But if you enjoyed that game, that's your prerogative. If it didn't take away from the overall experience. So, that's
And like the people are saying that it looks empty, it doesn't feel empty.
Yeah.
It's one of those intangibles. Like there always seems to be something like right around the corner that's like, oh, there's another Pokemon here. There's a group of this thing.
Yeah.
There's this resource. Oh, like what's up this hill?
Yeah.
It does have that exploration element that like Breath of the Wild has, and I think they probably are informed by that.
Oh yeah.
Quite a bit. Like you do want rewards for your exploration in worlds like this, and I think that it does have a lot of that.
Yeah. I think they set themselves up for failure to a certain extent by kind of invoking the Breath of the Wild with that first trailer, right? Because like
yeah. Because like it isn't one continuous open world, but it is like 5 different.
There's a bunch of different biomes.
And I was once I saw like that first map pop up where it's showing like all the dotted lines. Like if you go to your map quick, you can kind of see the bigger region that you're in. But you could see like there's these little places where it's split off, where there's like dotted lines at like the top and the bottom. And I thought like, oh, those are like all the little different areas you're going to zone into to like catch specific Pokemon. Luckily, that's not the case. This whole map is where you're zoned into right now. Those are just different sections on the map. Those are different locations.
Yeah.
That you haven't like discovered yet.
For sure.
Which was relieving to me that there is still a big expansive place to explore and wander around and fly around, especially if you're gonna have like a flying ride Pokemon, like Braviary.
Yeah.
If it was like this super condensed area, that wouldn't make sense to me.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, I'm happy that they went this route compared to trying to do full open world and having even more technical problems. So, chat, we are about 5 minutes away from Elden Ring. I see a lot of you filtering in and are very excited. We are too. Gyarados, I'm going to try to catch. Keyword is try. You know, the king of the From games, Dan Tack, is going to come on. He's going to answer as many questions as he can for you. We're getting y'all set up and ready to go for that on the back end right now. Let's see, okay, I don't need to hurt this.
And as set up for that, Elden Ring is our next cover for Game Informer magazine. Dan Tack wrote the cover story for it. He's played 10 hours of it. Of
outside of
access,
outside of
betas.
Yep.
Like he's participated in the betas. This was From Software going, here, Dan, here's the game. This is how much time you have with it.
Go crazy.
Go wild.
Yeah.
So he's been just marinating on this information for a bit now. And he has hopefully answers to your burning questions, your smoldering ashes of queries.
Yeah, that's good.
He's gonna fan those flames for you.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll catch this Gyarados and we can. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm checking with him to make sure he's good to go.
Yeah, dude. You're Gyarados.
Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Gyarados.
Yeah, I'm so happy I caught a Gyarados. I have a. There's an alpha one around here. Oh yeah, he's right there. I don't want to mess with him right now.
Yeah, we'll save that one for later.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that one. That's my the intimate Stadnik hours. You know, that's what
that'll be while you're listening to Dan talk about Elden Ring.
For real, deadass. I am so excited for this because I haven't read a ton. So
no, I've read. Reiner put in the chat a little bit ago. If you're here for the Q&A for Elden Ring, we are putting up articles every half an hour until 5:30 Central Time.
Wow.
About Elden Ring.
That's a lot of Elden Ring.
It is a lot of Elden Ring. I was shocked by how many articles Dan was putting up.
Yeah.
And putting into editing this week. And I am super happy for everyone who is pumped for Elden Ring, who loves the Souls series, who loves From Software games, and is excited to learn more about Elden Ring. We're only a month out from it too.
Holy Lord.
This is super close.
Yeah, for real.
It was supposed to be out like last week originally, and now it is out in 1 month. We are almost there, and you're about to hear a ton about it.
Yes. So I'm just confirming with Dan that he's ready to go, right? He's backstage. We're getting he's waiting for the chants, right? Chat, let's get a chant going for Dan, right? We got to get him ready to roll here. We got a minute here.
Put your ducks in the chat.
Yeah.
Put your fire emotes in the chat.
There we go, baby. Dan. Let's get it. Elden Ring, baby. The chat's loving it.
Elden Ring.
I love it. Tack, if you're listening, your crowd's ready. We warmed them up for you. Chat, thank you so much for joining John and I. We've had an absolute blast today. 2 hours of Pokemon. You kidding me? It's a lot of fun, and I am so excited for y'all to be able to sit back, relax, hear from the Elden Ring guru, Dan Tack, the From guru. I'm riffing to make sure he is ready. Croak, thank you.
I'm going to put this out there. The stream will go down momentarily. Dan is in a physically different location, so we aren't just going to seamlessly switch over. So just give it a second. Refresh the page if you have to, but he will be live after we go dark.
Yes. Okay. Dan is ready, so I'm gonna say
Perfect.
we're gonna say goodbye. I'm Alex Stadnik. That is John Carson.
Hello.
Thank you so much. I just want to make sure we have all the right stuff. And we appreciate y'all. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You know the thing at this point. We love y'all. Please don't go anywhere. Dan is coming in mere moments. We promise. We're switch the name out. We're gonna switch everything out, and then we'll be good to go. So stand by. We'll be right back. We love you. Stay tuned.